Again, old 17 is smiling again.
Debris on the back straightaway, likely from Rusty Wallace's transmission trouble, is what's put us under the second caution of the day. The field freezes with 13 cars on the lead lap back through Dave Blaney and Matt Kenseth to get the free pass. 150 laps complete, closing in on halfway here in Atlanta.
You know, Mike, Larry, I like this. This is a good idea. Slowing these cars down, getting them behind the pace car, getting them grouped up, and then going into pits.
You were just, and I do too, Darrell. I think it's a great way to go, to not only to get order to the field, but to prevent anybody having to rush, and most importantly, to get the safety gear out on track as quickly as possible. Larry, you were just in the pits 20 laps ago. Are you coming?
You better believe it. 4 tires and adjustments. Yes, sir. No question. Because again, we only have, with Matt getting back on the lead lap, we only have 14 cars on the lead lap. But I mean, just look at the cars that we have a lap down. We have another 9 or 10 cars that's a lap down. And they'll be fighting to get that free pass for the next caution.
And Kenseth gets the free pass, so the cars a lap down. Well, 1 lap down will be Robbie Gordon, Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, Ward and Jeff Burton, Bobby Labonte, Michael Waltrip, Joe Nemechek, Jeff Green, and Ricky Craven.
One thing about this grouping the field up like this is you got to be sure you watch for the open the pit down there.
Next week's NASCAR race menu brought to you by Wendy's Classic Hamburgers. It's better here. Saturday, the NASCAR Busch Series presented by Yamaha at 12:30 Eastern on FX. And Sunday, America's Best Drivers in NASCAR Nextel Cup Series racing at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Here's Chris Myers.
And some fans are rooting on the Nextel Cup Championship points race, and they're wishing our director, Artie Kempner, a happy birthday, his 45th birthday.
Happy birthday, Artie.
Yes, he's the guy who annoys us in our ears. Yeah. We're trying to broadcast the race with Jeff Hammond. He's annoying us right now. I'm Chris Myers in the Hollywood Hotel. You know, Gibbs Racing has won, what, 17 of the last 15 races here in Atlanta?
7.
7 of the 15. Tony Stewart, the leader right now. But the story, Matt Kenseth, our points leader, who went a lap down and has worked his way back up to the lead lap and working his way up the field.
What happens right now, these guys are in the habit panic. They've done their job like they're supposed to. Right now, Matt Kenseth and Robbie Reiser are on the same page on lap 132. They were a lap down on 148. They got the free pass. They're back in this race, and they've got a very fast race car as we get ready to go to pit stops.
And this has been a Visa race break, and let's go down to the pits and check on Matt Kenseth and the rest.
Lead lap cars pit this time around, led by Tony Stewart, Casey Kane, Greg Biffle, Ryan Newman, Jamie McMurray. Steve.
Should be a small adjustment for Tony Stewart's race car. Mike Joy, air pressure adjustment in the left rear tire. Gooch Patterson slams some gasoline in that car. Let's go to Matt.
Casey Kane says he likes the direction that they are moving with his race car. He doesn't want to make any adjustments on this stop. He wants to go a full run and see what they should do on their next stop. A good solid stop. A little bit of trouble on that left rear. He's not going to beat the 20 off pit road. It was close.
Yeah, Matt, I almost believe he might have been able to pull that off, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 car was pitted right in front of him. He kind of turned dead right before he could get going. So not only Tony Stewart and that group getting the job done on the racetrack, so far they've been perfect, almost 100% on pit road as well.
You know, Larry, here's something different. They've moved that guy. See how far out into the racetrack he is? That's the guy that says the pits are open. Because of the new procedure, they're being sure he usually stands behind that wall. They have moved him out there so that the drivers can see when the pit road is open.
Well, we all remember all that confusion at Martinsville back in the fall. This will help, you know, solve that problem.
All right, lap down cars coming in. Matt.
They are going to bring Casey Kane back down pit road. We told you it was awfully close on hitting all those lugs on the left rear. Joe Krushek is going to time. The good thing is they have lapped so many cars today, he's not going to have too far to go to get back up to Tony Stewart. Nick?
Matt Kenseth has just finished his service on pit road, and he will go back on the lead lap as a result of a genuine team effort. This pit crew has performed, as always, flawlessly on pit road. Kenseth has driven brilliantly, and that's the combination that was necessary to make him the first car a lap down when the caution flag came out. That'll allow him to go around and get back on the lead lap again, Mike.
Now, Mike, what they'll do, they'll leave the 9 out until there's 1 to go. They'll bring him to pit road, top him up, and that way they get the lug nuts tight, get a little extra fuel in the car.
Little casual contact between Sterling Marlin and Mark Martin as they left their pit boxes. Likely no damage from that. The Golden Corral 500 presented by Gillette Mach 3 Turbo on Fox.
I'll call you when I get to